All right, everybody, I'm out in the garage here this morning, and well, I'm checking out Jay's Resin Wheels 1948. This is where I get all my wheels and tires from, and he's got some new stuff on there, especially these bodies. Look at that 50 four-door Buick right there, and that looks pretty sharp. I just saw that 62 Ford Falcon wagon chopped. That looks pretty cool. But Jay's he's got some good quality wheels and tires. I just like his stuff, and that's where I get my wheels and tires from, fellas. All right, let's jump over here, guys. I got a model to show you. I got something done, and you don't want to know what that is. There she be, fellas. That's that 55 Ford F100 street rod I've been working on. Man, I tell you what, it took me 3 times to paint this sucker to get it right. I started out with, because I'd switched to splash paints, and I painted a 36 Ford coupe with it, 5-window coupe, and then I painted a 57 Chevy with it, and then my last build was the 41 Willys gasser, and all those paint jobs come out fine, so, I was cruising pretty good, and then I got some of their nocturnal black ones going to paint this, and I don't know what happened. It just did not lay down right. After I started spraying, I knew there was something wrong, so I stopped. I had to strip it, and then I went to the Tamiya's X1 black acrylic paint, which is, I've painted a lot of models with that, and I got the same results with that. It just did not lay down right. I don't know what it was. So I stripped it again, and then the final paint job, I was about to give up, but I looked, and I had a brand new can of this TS14 black, the Tamiya's paint. So I shot it with that, and it went down fine. Went down really nice. I was really happy with it. So that's what I went with, and I ended up clearing it with the Splash Paints 2K Clear, the urethane, and well, I'm really happy with how it turned out. But man, this I struggle with this thing here, and I think you guys know if you watch my other videos. So let's get right to it here, guys. You all tell me what you think about this one now. Let me move it up here a little bit so we can get a better look at it. All right, there we go. Guys, I think she turned out pretty good. Now, all the chrome on this, including the wheels, was the chrome out of a Molotov pen that I shot through my airbrush. And no thinning, I shot it straight out of the pen. The only thing that is not Molotov chrome is the trim around the windshield there. That is bare metal foil. And I believe, I'm pretty sure, the fuel cell on the back, I think that is painted with Tamiya's silver leaf. But guys, I'm just really digging this red and black, how it came out. And I'm really surprised at this paint job. I mean, it came out better than I thought it would. I'm just really digging it. I tell you what, I struggled with the stance on this a little bit. I couldn't get the back down low enough, and then I couldn't get the front up high enough, but I think I finally got her. The chassis, you see here in the back, it's sticking up through the C-notch is sticking up through the bed there. That's the drop chassis from the Iceman, and boy, it really worked out. Let me show you on the bottom here, guys. It really worked out nice. I didn't want to tip it too far. I was afraid that hood would pop off there. But that's a nice chassis from the Iceman. If y'all want to get you a drop chassis, that works really well. While we're back here in the back, let's take a look. Like I said, the fuel cell came with that chassis. That air tank and the pump, I scratch built those. That air tank is actually a moon tank, and I found a piece of plastic that was the right diameter, and I slipped that in between the 2 end caps, and it worked out fine, and plumbed it. Yeah, the red and the black just works really well, guys. That's a great color for anything that you want to build. Now, the old engine in here is a 427 that I got from Texas 3D Customs. He's got some good quality stuff. That engine just looks killer in there. I had a little bit of a rough time getting it down low enough. It's just, the hood just barely goes on there, you can see. Just barely goes on there. But man, it just sets the tone for a nice little classic street rod. Now I'm going to show you here on the rear bumper. You can, uh, I, well, I'll show you on the front bumper, but I tucked these bumpers in a lot closer. I cut the original chassis front and rear off, so I had these support for the bumpers, and then I glued them underneath onto the frame. You can see on the front here, you can see the frame down there, the two right down in there and right down in there. That's where the frame sticks out, give a solid fit for the bumpers. But I wanted to move those bumpers in close, tuck them in a little bit closer, which I did, and I think they look better tucked in. I had to cut the inner fenders out at the bottom section because of the chassis that's stuck up there, the A-frames, upper A-arms and everything. But I think it turned out pretty good. I'm just digging how this thing came out. I still cannot get over how this paint ended up being with all the issues that I had. Man, that was a chore, fellas. I'm telling you, that was a chore. Well, now that I've got the hood off, let's tip her up and get you a better shot here at the bottom. It's nothing fancy, guys. You can see here, I'm running open headers on this. The old boy that's running this truck, story is, and y'all know we did it back in the day. You run it out on Friday and Saturday nights, and when you see a cop coming, you turn the key off and coast past that cop, and once he gets past you, turn the key back on. That's what we did. But I think she turned out really good. Everything, all the chrome down here on the engine is all the Molotow chrome sprayed through the airbrush. I put those red plug wires on there. That's that new wire I've been using. Let me show you a picture of it here. I think I showed you guys this before, but this is wire wrapping wire that I found off of Amazon. Get a bunch of different colors on that roll, and boy, I tell you, I really like it. It's more pliable than what I was using before, and when you push it in place, it stays in place. So I really like that. I really like it. Now the badging on the hood that was here and up front, I removed all that, and I put these decals on there. I thought that would look a little bit better. I also removed the filler neck area that was all sunk in there on the body because the fuel cell's in the back. But guys, I think she turned out pretty good. I'm just really digging this one. This one's going to go in a case, and I really like it. Really like how the stance came out on it, and I was really kind of shocked at how the paint turned out on it. So, fellas, I think I'm going to end this one. Y'all let me know what you think. There's going to be some still pictures at the end here, so stay tuned, fellas. All right, I'm done.